Moulin Rouge is such a spectacle. It is a feast for the senses. There's something, I think, for everybody. We have about 70 songs within the show that have been mashed up or singular songs on their own. So spanning like decades. So I feel like whether you are a David Bowie fan or a Britney Spears or Lady Gaga fan, you will find kind of something in there for you. And our show is just stunning. I mean, we have Tony Award-winning costumes within the show, which are just gorgeous and add to, just all of it in general. Our scenic design is beautiful as well. And if anyone is familiar with the film, a lot of the elements from the film are kind of like translated to the stage. Just story has been tweaked a little bit, so.
And new songs.
And songs have been updated too, yeah.
That's so fun for people to see. What's kind of the one thing you would tell people that they should definitely come for? What's that one thing?
Oh, I always say the same. I was like, we have a sequence, which is like Chandelier, which is like Christian, Santiago, Ziedler, and Lautrec are kind of like the Green Fairy is coming alive, like in that moment. And that sequence into Roxanne is one of the most visually stunning sequences that I've ever seen.
I was telling Sherry I saw it in New York, and I haven't stopped thinking about it.
Yeah,
It was years ago.
it's amazing. But I mean, the entire show in general is like beautiful to watch. But that moment for me in particular.
It's such a unique show to see. I feel like everyone should get to see it.
Mm-hmm.
What's it been like touring? I know y'all are going all around.
Yeah, tour is great because you kind of do get to see these different cities across the U.S., which is great. And a lot of times we're spending at least 2 weeks in them. So you do have kind of a day off to get out and explore and kind of see what the city has to offer. Touring can be tough because you don't have like your day-to-day and like your normal routine. But you kind of find like the tour family becomes your family, and everyone is just kind of in the same boat going city to city. And we're always excited to do the show. That's the one thing, like with touring, like the show is the big part of our day. And to get to experience the new audiences in every city is really wonderful too.
So fun. Yeah, what was the Austin audience like?
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. We got a yeehaw.
I love that.
Which was really, I wasn't on stage, but everyone backstage is all that they could talk about from like the opening of the show onwards, and they're like, we got a yeehaw, we're here.
That is so fun.
So I was like, they were very excited about it.
Yeah, oh my gosh, that is so Texas.
Yeah.
So when did you guys get into Austin? Just yesterday or the
So I think most of the company came in on Monday.
Okay.
And so then we have the crew that kind of sets up the show before we get into the theater. And some of the cast members either came in Monday, Tuesday, or is today Wednesday? Today's Thursday.
Yeah.
Wednesday. So I flew in Wednesday. I flew in Wednesday morning.
So have you gotten to do anything fun in Austin?
Not yet. But
anything you're looking forward to here?
I'm just kind of excited. I've never been here before.
Okay,
so
I think I saw you were from Texas, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but you're not.
I'm not. I'm from New Jersey originally,
Okay.
But I have like cousins that live in Houston. My cousin went to the university here, so they're actually coming like this weekend. So I'm hoping to like get dinner or like do something with them, like while they're barbecue. I do love barbecue.
We have some good ones here.
Yeah, I'm like I feel like I've like eaten my way across the America on this tour. That's like the one thing I love to do in every city. It's just like try the food and get something different.
This is a great place to do it. There's so many places. And I know Austin here we have so much live music. It's very, we love the arts here. What would you tell people why is it important to come out to these live shows, and what do they really get from seeing something like this?
Well, I feel like live shows I think are really special because it's not like you're watching something on TV where you'll always get the same performance every single time that you watch. You can watch a movie over and over and over again and love it and have your reasons for loving it. But it's always kind of going to be the same. Whereas I feel like with a live experience, especially live theater, like as an audience watching it, you will be the only audience to see that particular show, which I think is really cool. I was like, because even for us, like it changes day to day based on, like the story itself is the same and the show is the same, but we always kind of come into it from a human place and how we're feeling and meeting I meet Jay where he is for the day and he sees me for where I am in that day, and we kind of like still do the show but are listening and are present in that moment, which I think is fun. And that's
something so unique.
It's so unique, and you don't get to really experience that, I think, across other mediums. So
that's awesome. What else would you want to tell the Austin audience here? Anything else you'd want to say to them?
Oh, just come on down. Our show is so fun. And I think for anyone, like we go through these, values that we have with the show: truth, beauty, freedom, and love. And so I feel like there's something for each person to kind of hold on to while watching the story. Yeah, and it's just a good time. I was like, you get the laughs and the cries and the love story and kind of all of it. So
I
yeah.
love that. And why do you do what you do? Why'd you get into this?
I honestly got into this because I wanted to make a difference in someone's day. Like, I love performing, but I think at the end of the day, if someone can sit in the audience and have a positive experience or relate to something that's happening, like, that's why I do what I do.
I love that.
Yeah.
So what do you love about the show?
I've been in love with Moulin Rouge, the movie, since it came out in 2001 when I was a child. So, and it's so theatrical, right? What Baz Luhrmann did with that film was so exciting and so perfect. So I knew it'd be a Broadway musical one day. So I told myself as a kid, when it becomes a show, I'm going to play Christian. So
Did you really?
yeah,
No
this
way.
is
Okay,
kind of a
that's
dream come true.
iconic.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so you were ready for this role the whole time.
Yeah, I really was. It's, I think Ewan McGregor's portrayal in the film is just unbelievable. And so it's a dream come true.
Yeah. How long have you been touring with the show?
3 months.
Okay.
So I'm relatively new compared to a lot of the cast. So,
Okay.
and
What's it been like?
it's been unreal. So fun, so challenging, so exciting, so fun. And it's nice to be in my home state. I'm actually from Fort Worth, Texas.
Okay, that's what I saw online. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Texas native. What?
That's
Have
right.
you guys been to Fort Worth yet? Dallas area?
We get there in 4 weeks.
Okay.
So we go to San Antonio after this and then Fort Worth.
Okay. What's
Yeah.
it like being back in Texas?
It's hot. Feels
Yeah.
like home. Hot, or it's early. It's hot.
So early.
It's
I
early
think
for it being this hot.
Yesterday or the day before was like 104, and that is so
Wild for
pretty
May.
wild. So
Yeah, it
you
feels
came
like
at a great
July.
time.
Yeah,
Perfect.
right, exactly.
What do you love? I know she was saying you got a yeehaw in the audience.
You
What
sure
do you
did.
love about the Texas audiences when you're here? Do you feel it's like it's different than other cities?
I mean, we've only had one audience so far, but they were great, right? We love a responsive audience. I mean, theater is about the exchange between the performers and the audience, and so our show is fun and it's ruckus, and so when we have a ruckus audience, then it makes our job more fun.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
give and take of the audience,
Yeah.
the show. That's why people come to see this, right?
That's right, for
yeah,
sure.
talk to me about, also I asked the same thing, but the difference of, seeing this show in person. And you can watch a movie, it's great too, but seeing this is a whole different ballgame.
Oh yeah, the live experience is amazing because you're watching 30 some odd people do what they do every day, but they're bringing something new. Or maybe you see an understudy going on. I love watching understudies go on because I love when understudies go on because it makes my job exciting. I've done this show tens and tens and tens of times, and so to be able to have a new energy to play with on stage that has a different spin on a character or on a dance part, it's exciting. So live theaters, there's literally nothing like it.
Yeah, and it sounds like you've been doing this pretty much your whole life, it sounds like. What kind of motivated you to want to keep doing this?
Think of my community. I always had teachers and mentors that kind of saw something in me and really, growing up in Texas in the 90s, it was football, but I had teachers and mentors that saw something in me, and most boys didn't, want to put on white tights and recite Shakespeare, but I was down to do it, and I was told that I was good at it. So to have those people that kind of encouraged me along the way to follow this as a career path, they really kind of helped make this happen for me.
That's awesome. I know that's a big thing, and Austin really loves the arts here. It
Yeah.
really supports that. What do you feel about, the Austin community here? You have music and arts. What do you think about it here in Austin?
I mean, keep Austin weird, right?
I love it.
Yeah, it's like it's a little oasis in Texas.
It really is.
Yeah,
It's so unique from the rest of the state,
Oh,
for sure.
for sure. The energy here is amazing.
Yeah,
for
I'm
sure.
sure the shows are fun to do.
Yeah, they are.
What are you guys looking forward to in the next, you have, I think, another week, this weekend, the next weekend too as well, right?
I'm really looking forward to the food. I'm just glad to be home. Give me some Tex-Mex in my belly. I've already been to Whataburger, so
You're home.
I'm home. I'm so home.
That's great. Do you have family that's coming to these shows or the next ones? When you
I have some
more?
cousins here in Austin that I think might come see the show, and then I got all the friends and all the families seeing us at the Bass in Fort Worth.
That's
so,
going to be the big one.
yeah, it's going to be a
Exciting. Oh my
cool
gosh.
homecoming.
And you're talking about taking a nap for the show today.
Oh, yeah.
What's your kind of pre-show rituals? Do you have anything that you do and then things you do with the cast together?
Yeah, there's usually at least a lift call, particularly if there's a new person on for an ensemble track or We just, for safety reasons, we go through a lot of the more intense physical moments of the show.
You do, yeah. There's like don't you do like a jump?
Yeah, like the slingshot.
Okay,
yeah,
yes.
for sure.
I
So
have to ask about that.
yeah,
Oh
it
my
takes
gosh.
5 people to pull off that stunt, and so if there's one of those 5 people that's new, then we got to make sure we go through it together as
Wow.
a company.
Yeah. How
to-
long did it take you to learn how to do that with everyone?
I mean, I had a good month of rehearsal before I actually did it in front of an audience, and so it's it's exciting, but it's also it's scary.
That
so
was one of the best parts. I was like,
yeah, it's super fun. Yeah, I'm kind of I'm a bit of a death-defying. I like I jumped out of a plane on my 30th birthday, so it's
oh my
like
gosh, you'll do all your own stunts.
Oh,
huh?
yeah, for sure.
Okay. What was that first jump like when you first did that first launch?
oh, it was terrifying and exciting.
I love that. And it's gone well every single time.
Yeah,
So
it really
it's
has.
great.
I mean, these dancers are unbelievable. They're some of the best dancers in America. So I trust them to throw me and catch me
Yeah.
every single day.
Oh my gosh, no, that's what captivated me. I'm a dancer too, so this show,
sure.
I was like, oh, the
Yeah.
dance, the choreography is so
Yeah,
good.
Sonia Tai won the Tony for this choreography, and it's so dynamic. It's so genius. It's kind of exciting.
Yeah. So what else do you guys do before starting the show?
I kind of do my yoga routine. I gotta make sure I warm up my body, stretch it out. The more that my body's warm, the better that my voice is gonna do. So I've realized that warming up my voice too much before the show is actually not great.
So just a little.
So just a little, just like make sure it's there, test it
Yeah.
out, little hum
Test,
here,
test, is
a little
this-
bit, yeah. But
Okay.
other than that, it's kind of I have some weights backstage that I kind of do a little pump before the show to warm up my body. I do a plank while they're doing the can. I'm
Okay.
off stage in a plank, just warming up my core. So
Yeah.
it's all about just keeping my body warm and
Yeah.
preparing.
Basically ready for it.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite costume that's either yours or someone else's in the show?
I get to
there's-
wear this unbelievable black leather trench coat that goes from all the way down to the ground, and it's 40 pounds, but it makes me feel like I'm in what's that movie?
Oh, the Matrix?
Yeah, makes me feel
Yeah.
so cool.
That's a cool, yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool costume. I
Yeah.
want to keep it, but they'll never let me.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Wouldn't
That'd
that
nice. Wow. So you said you've been kind of wanting this role for a long time.
Mm.
Was this kind of dream role, or was there like other ones along your career that you wanted? Tell me how this one plays.
Yeah, this one was definitely a dream role, and I've auditioned for the Broadway show a few times. So when the national tour came my way, I kind of couldn't pass it up, really.
Yeah.
But
great.
yeah,
And
this
that'd
one
be-
was a bucket list one for
Yeah.
sure. I'm really grateful.
It's so awesome. And what would you tell people also to come out to the show? What's that thing that you think will grab them in to want to see it?
The show's about love. My character talks about love the whole time, and I think we all need a bit of love in our lives these days.
Everyone needs some love.
Yeah,
That's great.
come together, commune, be in community with your audience and with us on stage, and let's just have a good time.